Welcome to the fourth episode of the Catch Me If You Can podcast. I'm Josh Depew. Join with me today, some of my best friends. I don't know about that. Just some good friends, decent friends. We're going to do the Missy Elliott today. Put the thing down, flip it, and reverse it. I'm going to do the introductions. We'll start backwards. He goes to Virginia. In high school, he was voted most likely to be on a reality TV show. Ryan Curtis Velasquez. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, still waiting for my big break on the reality TV show, but, I keep sending tapes in every year, so one of these days.
One of these days. I'll get it. All right, second up, the first letter of his first name is also the same as his last name. Who is it? I'll give you a hint. His mom thinks he's got great washboard abs. Colin Brian Chenoweth. How you doing today, Colin?
That's not my name, but I'm doing pretty good.
The same thing applies for our last. However, he doesn't have washboard abs, but he does enjoy sports. Excuse me, even if he's not good at them. Matthew Ezekiel Mahler.
Ezekiel, that's an interesting choice. It's actually Levi, just for the record, in case you want to write that down for the next episode, so give me a better intro. But thank you, Josh. I'm happy to be back. I think you've done a great job taking this introduction job for me. We'll see if the fans like it. If they don't, I'll take it back for the next episode.
I'm not gonna lie, that was terrible.
Hey, you know what? I was trying to do something a little bit different. It didn't work.
I mean, I appreciate the effort. Like I had some good laughs out of it.
There you go. Good pops. That's what I'm here for.
There we go. We're just here to make content. Yeah, it's all that matters. As long as everybody has fun, right?
That's right. Well, anyhow, fellas, it's been a week and a day since the last time we spoke. We normally record on Tuesdays, but here we are on Wednesday. Ryan, how's life been the last week, man? What have you been up to?
Life's been good, just doing the school thing, doing my all-in of drinking every single night. Seems to be working. Got the best grades I've ever had in college, so can't complain.
It wouldn't be that hard to get good grades in college considering you didn't go to class at all the first time around, right?
That is true. I've found that the more I go to class, the better I do. It's just that struggle between wanting to go to class and wanting to sleep. And right now I'm going to class, so it's going to be interesting to see what I do in the fall when I have a full class load and not just one class.
That's wild. That's wild to me that you're doing so well, because you seem like the type of guy that would pay somebody to write papers for him.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny that I've bought papers before, because that would just be against the school code. But
you don't have to. But what do you think it costs to have somebody to write your paper?
I'm no expert, but I think it would cost anywhere between like $180 to $350, depending on the length of the paper.
Now, are you guaranteed like an A, or what?
Oh no, I think. I mean, if I were to guess, I'd assume that I'd get anywhere from like a B- to a D+. So if I were to guess,
somewhere between 6 degrees.
What form of payment do they accept? Do you Venmo?
I mean, I can look into it, but I'm pretty sure they just take any, standard credit card or debit card. So
money order.
PayPal works.
Money orders only.
Oh my gosh! Well, guys, college was a lot harder than it is now, for sure. Maybe not from you, Matt, since you went to IU. They're pretty lenient with their grading scale over there. But
yeah, I mean, like I said last week, I was drinking 6 out of 7 days in college, so it wasn't too hard.
Weird flex, but okay.
I was thinking that could be a sweet segment that we do, is just our own personal weird flex. Like I sleep until 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, maybe we just put a pin in that one. Maybe we just put a pin in that one.
We'll just add that to the other topics that I've suggested that you guys just throw out.
We'll put that to the side. We'll come back to it.
Wait, time out. Before we move on, back to Mahler drinking every night. Do you actually, like, Do you count just drinking out of a whiskey glass drinking? Because I saw you drinking milk out of a whiskey glass about 10 minutes ago.
Did you say milk or milk?
Milk.
Okay.
For all you listening, I'm holding up the glass that I drank milk out of. I was eating double stuffed Oreos, and the whiskey glass is great because I don't have to have a full glass of milk, but I still have enough in there that I can dunk my Oreos into it, and then I can drink the milk afterwards.
Do you use your fingers to dip it, or do you put a fork in between them?
I have not adapted your revolutionary idea. I still use my fingers, which gives get a little Oreo dust on your fingers then, but that's okay. You just lick it off.
Oreo dust.
It's like crack cocaine.
Yeah, you see, lick the Oreo dust off.
So with
How can you use
if
a
you keep
fork?
it in there too long, does it slide off?
Oh, I think I got the system down perfectly. I know when to pull it out. You kind of feel it get a little heavier. You just pull it out.
You just said you don't do a fork.
I don't use
No,
a
he's
fork.
talking about with his fingers.
With my
He
fingers.
raw dogs it.
Chino
He raw
asked
dogs the
about
Oreos.
the fork.
He can. I was asking Josh, but I liked Molly.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, so the fork, right? So the cream in the middle, yeah, you stick it in there and it stays really well, but you have to have the double stuff. It doesn't work with the single stuff. Then you dunk it in there, and once it kind of stops bubbling, that's when you know it's perfect.
I like
You're
mine
welcome.
kind of really soggy, so I don't think it would work for me, but I'll try it out.
Just spit on it before you eat it.
Yeah, dude. There's no need to warm it up. Just lick it and stick it.
Oh, gosh. Oh, you so
Basically
nasty.
my last relationship, bro.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, moving on. Chino, how have you been, man? You got a beard now. It looks like you've been living under a bridge.
Yep. Forgot to charge the shaver, so this bad boy's grown out. I'm pretty sure.
You gonna keep it?
Nah, I don't think so. But I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of geese listening to our podcast because they stayed out of my way this last week. I didn't have to hiss at any of them. They're still shitting everywhere though.
Speaking of those geese, we're in church on Sunday, and I embarrassed the shit out of Maddie. So our pastor was preaching about whatever, but then he was referring to the geese that we always get, and he's like, when you get a bunch of them, I don't know, a flock of them. What's a gathering called? And I was like, a gaggle. He was so embarrassed. I was like, hey, I'm just dropping facts around here for the whole congregation. So, thanks to the podcast.
That's a weird flex, but okay. Looks like my topic, my segment's rolling through right here. That's two of us now.
Oh my gosh! So you've been doing nothing but just running through no geese filled roads, growing a beard, getting washboard abs for your mom to comment on your Facebook.
I'm just getting ready for lake trip coming up here in a month.
Ooh.
Oh, I still need to make the medals for that, which I don't know how many I need since I can't rely on Brandon right now.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the pod who doesn't want to see us at the lake.
He'll be
How sad.
Matt Mahler. Besides not taking the tags off of your couch, what else have you been doing?
Oh, not a lot, man. Office is closed on Friday, so I got rolled out today, and it started a 4-day weekend. I'm pretty excited about that. As soon as I got out of the office, though, it started raining, so that was kind of a bummer. Hoping that trend doesn't continue, because I really need to get back out to the golf course and work on my swing some more. Last time we golfed together, Josh, you told me I was standing too close to the ball with my driver, and for some reason I just didn't listen to you. So I looked it up the other day.
Makes sense.
I looked it up the other day when I was at work, and I got a technique for how far I should stand away from it. So I think hopefully that'll help my driver shot, but probably not. So we'll just have to see.
Optimistic.
Do you golf?
My lessons weren't free, by the way. You can just go ahead and Venmo me, JS Depew. Whatever you feel's right.
I do, but not very well. I'll golf here once we go to the lake this next month.
We're going to go.
All right, me and John versus you and Mahler. Best ball.
We got the lefties, righties versus lefties.
Yeah, Chino's always talking shit about it.
I'm a poser. I actually golf right-handed,
So do
so
I.
Do you really?
Oh, you guys are fake.
Oh my god, you guys suck.
I forget what the stat was, but I think it's something crazy where left-handed people die so much more than right-handed people because they're trying to use right-handed people's stuff all the time.
I've heard that too. But
Yep. Short life expectancy.
Still here.
It's been real.
Fingers crossed Alyssa goes before
I've
you two.
adapted. I've tried to learn how to cut right-handed because I can't cut worth shit using my left hand. Like
It looks like the crazy scissors.
yeah, nothing. Fucking scissors don't cut with your left hand the right way.
That doesn't make. Oh, is it?
He's currently scissoring his fingers together.
You don't know the troubles of a lefty.
I feel like I do know the struggles because like sometimes when I'll be in the auditorium and all the seats are filled up except the whole left side, and that's because it's the lefty desk, and so I'm like trying to reach my right arm across to try to use the desk, and it's a pain in the ass. So
Chalkboards are the worst because when you're writing on
Yep.
chalkboard with the left hand, your hand will go across it and you get chalk all over your hand. That's
Well, it's the same thing with writing like on a paper, right? Like just all the ink gets on your hand.
yeah.
Yeah, you get lead, or when you're getting lead all over your hands.
Like notebooks are the worst too because the spiral bound is on the side that you write on, so you have to like arch up your hand so you don't like run into the spiral. It's like a 3-clip binder too. That's a really large obstacle to get around when you're writing too.
so take the paper out of the binder.
Not only does Mahler feud with Netflix originals, he also feuds with writing left-handed on notebooks.
Yeah, fuck 3-ring binders.
All out. He's all out on those. Does anybody else notice themselves saying that just throughout the day? Like, oh man, I'm all in on this.
I've got people calling me to tell me stuff that they're all out on, and I like try not to tell them what I'm all out because I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Right.
Today I was at
Yeah.
work and I came across a new article and they're coming out with a new podcast or new radio show called All In. I was like, are you serious? They're stealing our ideas.
They're cucked us. They cucked our
You better
idea.
hurry up and copyright this shit.
Yep.
We don't
no
want to
one's
be made
ever
a
said the
cuckold.
word all in before, so we need to grab that.
TM.
I do have some recommendations. My dad would request that Josh and I not use the fuck word so much. So, Dad,
Yeah. He must have
big
been
fan of
talking
the
to my
podcast.
mom.
But that's
We will
fucking
not-
stupid. At least he didn't say my name.
My
So
mom got on my ass about it, but then she laughed so hard when Mahler said it 4 times in a row.
That's fucking right, Dina.
So to all the parents out there, we will not say fuck as much this podcast.
Yeah, because we're a clean fucking show, and that's the way we're gonna keep it.
Speaking of
So
which,
that's
you watched the fucking movie yet, Colin?
Oh, speaking of, wait, we gotta
Dean's
go
rolling
around.
right now.
We gotta go around and vote again. I'm going to double down on my decent, okay friend Colin, Brian Chenoweth. I think he watched it. He had an extra day. He didn't go to the lake. He obviously didn't have time to shave because I think he was using that time to watch the movie. I'm in. I think he did it.
No, I can tell by his face he has not watched it. I can tell by his face that he has not even thought about
That
watching
little
it.
shitty
Right?
grin.
Well, I knew he said he was going to Cincinnati this weekend, so I'm going to say that he definitely did not watch it.
What a peel.
Wait a minute. He would go to Cincinnati the weekend after you leave there? That's interesting.
Interesting. Oh.
Those trips were planned months in advance. I already apologized.
So it's
So you're telling me Mahler didn't send his plan months in advance?
My plans were planned before his.
But it wasn't the same
Oh.
weekend.
How
no,
ironic.
He was in Dale Hollow last weekend, remember?
Let's not get away from the question.
Oh, yeah.
Mahler, do you think
we
you
can
watched
move on to the next segment? It's all right.
So, Chino, have you watched it?
I was trying to think of an excuse. I got nothing. I didn't fucking watch it.
I told you.
I was dead set on watching it like the first couple days of the weekend, and then I was getting geared up for Big Brother and the Bachelorette, and then that fell.
Here's a better question.
wayside.
Have you even figured out how you're going to watch it?
Nope.
All right, that's step one. We need to figure out how
That's
to watch
$2.99
it.
to rent that movie that's from fucking 2002 or something. That's
You
Just
disgust
buy
me.
the movie. It's amazing.
You disgust me. I am so upset with you. I'm all out on Colin Chenoweth, so everyone knows. I have an all out, but he's my number one all out.
Why
All
can't
out.
it be on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime?
I don't know, bro. It is.
Why
on
didn't you ask
Amazon
that 2 weeks ago?
$2.99 for it.
My birthday's coming up. Maybe somebody will gift it to me for my birthday.
Do you have a DVD player?
Why, just so it could sit on your shelf unopened?
I can watch it on my laptop.
Well, I think we
Yeah,
all
I'll
have
gift
copies
you.
of
I'll
it.
gift it to you on Amazon. How's that sound?
Okay. Deal.
If that's a thing, I will gift it to you on Amazon.
All right.
July 15th. Shout out, Jason Derulo.
Hey,
Oh, Neo, not Jason Derulo. My bad.
well, speaking of people following through, we had a segment on the very first episode called "Does Matt Mahler have an iPhone yet?" And then we never talked about it again. So, Mahler, would you like to update us? Did you get an iPhone yet?
I indeed did get an iPhone.
Wow. Oh, there it
For
is.
all
He's
of our
showing it off.
listeners, I'm showing the phone. You can watch this
Oh,
on
does that-
YouTube.
He's got
Subscribe to our
Pornhub
YouTube
pulled up
channel.
on it. That's awkward.
Can we see the case? Flip it around.
Yeah, it's a clear case. Got a clear case. And I got a black pop socket.
Oh, you got one of those bitch buttons on the back.
It's really
Sorry.
it's really nice. Colin's actually the one that convinced me to get it. I tried his out
Yeah,
at the
what-
lake and I really enjoyed it. It's
Get
great.
what? Okay.
It's great to, like, when you're
The
watching
bitch
something.
button.
When you're watching something, you can set it on
What,
the table.
what would you watch that you need both hands for?
Yeah.
Well, I
Mahler.
mean, if I'm like
I know you only need one hand.
if I'm eating lunch or something, I can just set it down on the table, and the pop socket holds it up nicely.
Uh-huh.
I'm a carnivore, so I use both hands to eat the meat. Pick it up with both hands, just bring it to my mouth.
Wait.
So you like to use two hands. You grab a hold of that
You do
and
not
put it in your
need...
mouth.
No, he does not need two hands to pick up an adult lunch bowl. It's fucking pepperoni and crackers.
Actually, you gotta keep it compressed tightly. So you gotta have hands on both sides of the cracker, cheese, and deli meat.
Oh my...
If you squeeze too hard, you crack the crackers.
Yeah. So you gotta kind of hold it firmly
Firm.
with both hands, and then take a bite and make sure the cracker doesn't crack in half.
Gosh.
So that's
For those of you who aren't watching the YouTube video, you definitely need to
Great.
go back and watch for what we just had to witness from Mahler.
Yeah,
He
What
looked like he was
a-
like trying to. He looked like he was squeezing like the labia down to try to find the clit.
Oh my god. That is
What? That's
vulgar
what
and
it looked like.
offensive.
I
But I
think it's
didn't
funny.
say fuck.
It's funny that you said you got a pop socket because of me, because I lost mine that very next weekend in Las Vegas, and I haven't had one since then.
My kids...
Only
when
one
they-
pop socket per podcast. Everybody knows the rules.
Yep.
My kids ask for our phones all the time, but they prefer Maddie's phone just because she has a pop socket. So I'll never get one just so I can keep my doggone phone on me.
yeah.
So you're telling me 20 or 30-year-olds and 5-year-olds love
I'm not
those
30 yet.
things.
Okay.
Yeah, he celebrated his birthday a month in advance.
Oh, I forgot. Because I
So
wasn't there.
30. You weren't invited. Well, that brings
I was
us
actually
to that brings us to everyone's favorite segment, Ryan's College Quad. Are we still doing this since you're putting us off? for a month?
No. See, okay, that's the thing. That's not what I said. I only said the stuff that was going to be super obvious that I'm talking about specific people and like sex stuff. I'm not going to air that out because I don't want people to be like, wow, why are you talking about this?
Because there's nothing to air out.
What a gentleman.
I know, right? So I'm the gentleman who's going to wait a month before I tell everybody that we banged. But no, so school's going well. And as you know, we've been doing the drinking every night almost. And so did Survivor Hour, which is, dollar shots for an hour at Biltmore. And then after that, we just continued to drink. And that was the night before test and got completely hammered and ended up getting a 99 on my exam, so not a big deal. But we decided to go to one of our classmates' house for a party up in Richmond, and little did we know that it was going to be literally like hanging out with Carlos and all his dumb shit friends, where it was maybe 20 or 30 18, 19-year-olds who are either just graduated high school or about to graduate or some shit.
So a
And
typical
as you can
college
imagine-
party.
No, you could totally tell the difference between a college party and this party. It was just fucking terrible. And so that's pretty much it.
I can't help but
Alan,
think you brought this upon yourself.
No, yeah, like looking back, we were like, wow, we should have known that this was going to be this shitty. But I mean, we made Jungle Juice, and so that you should have known right then and there it was going to be a shit show. And some guy threw up in my car on the drive home, which was really not great.
Now you say
Didn't make it out.
you say you're
Did
doing
what?
well in Spanish. Is any part of this Spanish class oral?
Yes.
Good answer the question.
Yes, part of the Spanish class is oral, and I've helped some of my classmates with the oral portion of the exam. So,
Why don't you give us a little bit of your oral skills here?
He's talking about fellatio for you who haven't put it together yet.
Cunnilingus on my part. I received the fellation.
I don't know.
In a month, you'll find out. Well, I guess in 3 weeks now.
Tune back in to find out if Ryan sucked his first dick.
My first dick, or you mean my second after my dad's? Yeah, so that's college, and so college is awesome. Though I've actually met a lot more people within these 3 weeks than I did all last year, and then most of them are girls. So fingers crossed that I can put these fingers in some asses.
Whoa.
That's about it.
Yeah, because everybody knows you can't get a girl pregnant if you put your finger in her ass.
That's true.
Oh,
So the best way to grab a girl's ass is sticking a finger up it, right?
Oh my gosh. Oh,
That's Ryan's College Squad.
and that segment
everybody's
may get cut sooner rather than later.
We need the new segment idea.
Let's do that weird
Nope, that
flex
segment.
segment instead.
Nope, that segment's staying for the next 2 years.
Oh, well, I was gonna have my grandma start listening to the show. I guess I can't now.
Why would you have your grandma listen to this show? This
Just
isn't a
jokes.
grandma
Just
show.
jokes. Just jokes.
You hear that, Grandma? If you listen to this, stop. But add 5 stars. And,
It's too late now.
Hey, hold on. I'll tell her. Baby, go back to bed. No, that's nice. All right, go ahead.
Why is my grandma on your bed, weirdo?
Because she's exhausted.
It's probably past her bedtime, so it makes sense.
Fucking idiot.
She's got to get up and make me breakfast. I am ravished. Do we want to do?
Oh, sorry. I'm not wearing the right shirt, but I was telling Josh this in the gym. Have you guys noticed ever, like, one of your body parts is bigger than the opposite side? My right arm is noticeably bigger than my left arm, and I was wearing this Notre Dame shirt, and it was skin tight on my right arm, and it looked like a wizard sleeve on my left arm. And so now I think I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start switching up and start jerking off with my left hand just so I can catch up.
Good news is half this podcast is left-handed, so I'm sure they could give you some pointers.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to show me how it's done.
Except for Mueller, apparently doesn't. He puts his phone down, and uses both hands. So
No, one of them's for his prostate and the other one's for his
These are probably pretty even then.
My feet are two
So.
actually different sizes. We talked about this before off air.
oh, we did. Yeah, that was first episode talk.
Yeah, that was
Well, there you go. Yeah, so
That's
Martin
probably
is
not
also
from lifting weights though.
yeah, no. I was born
Foot
that way.
fetish.
My feet were born that way, I guess.
You didn't alter them yourselves?
No, but maybe I should alter one of them to be smaller. I could do like those Chinese shrinking things.
Shoes.
Chinese shrinking things.
I thought you just could wear a smaller shoe for like the next 2 years, and like it would just naturally start shrinking.
Who knows?
No, because then the bones would like start creeping up into the other foot, like into your foot.
That sounds painful.
Not a scientist.
Yeah.
Thank
Calm down, Bill Nye. Our viewers.
Oh my gosh, I'm over you guys. Let's go into all-ins and all-outs.
I actually have both this week. I prepared.
well, start us off then, man. Ryan Curtis, what are you all in on?
Oh, sorry, real quick. Sorry. I have in my notes, the only thing I have in my notes for College Quad is we have a guy doing an internship in our class, and so we have a new classmate, and he's like 50-some, so I'm no longer the oldest dude in the class, so all in.
Great, now you have to compete with another guy for all that poontang.
I know, right? And Spanish is his first language, so he's already fucking above the game, that little dickhead. All right. So was I doing all in or all out first?
You're doing all in first.
All in first. Okay. I am all in on being an American badass, and this all springs from our World Cup team just being amazing, and then all we do is just celebrate our asses off, and then the whole world just hates us all at once. And I say, bring it on. I'm not happy unless every other country hates us. So like when Alex Morgan was sipping that tea, you sip that fucking tea. Sit your crumpet eating asses down.
How do you feel about Americans hating Americans then?
Oh my.
What?
Well, Megan Rapinoe's get a lot of shit for not, going to the White House. And
Megan Rapinoe is, and Megan Rampino? Shit. No, bro. That's part of my all out. So how about you just cool your fucking jets there?
Okay.
Too soon.
This is just about America just being America and telling everybody else to suck our dicks.
You're not even going to mention that tomorrow's America's birthday?
Nope, not even a shout out.
No, because every day is America's birthday.
I heard something crazy earlier today. It's like, how come we always say Happy 4th of July instead of July 4th? That's the only holiday that we switch around, that we put the number before the month.
I'm trying to think.
No, we don't. Cinco de Mayo.
That's not our holiday.
Cinco de Mayo is basically an American holiday. Well, because no other holiday is a date. It's like Thanksgiving,
Christmas,
New Year's
you
Day.
don't call it December 25th. You call it Christmas.
Halloween,
I'm
Valentine's
saying
Day,
4th of July is literally just 4th of July. That's what it is.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day is not on the same day every year, is it?
Like March 17th every day.
My point is, you celebrate St. Patrick's Day. You don't celebrate March 17th.
Hey man,
But
how much do you pay for your education? Because you're getting ripped the fuck off.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm making a great point. Do you celebrate December 25th or do you celebrate Christmas? You celebrate Christmas.
But think about when you date your paper, like you don't write 4 July.
Yes, I do.
Well, go to a different country then, you freak.
That's how you do it in the military. Shout out. Did you guys know I was a veteran?
Oh, gee.
Now I know why you were
Weird flex.
now I know why you were confused on Father's Day always being on a Sunday every year.
That one was tricky.
Yeah.
He's got one thing on his mind that day.
Yeah.
All right, Chino, what
This
are you all in
got
on?
away from us.
Well, mine kind of has to do with being free, like Ryan was talking about. I'm all in on wearing jeans with no boxers.
Oh,
yeah.
That's such a grody move. I feel like you're always ready for the strip club.
You mean, just to clarify, you mean literally just dick on denim?
Freeballing in your jeans, yeah.
No TPH is so much easier, I'm sure.
I'm 100% with you, Gino.
Yep.
100%.
So I was sketchy on the idea first. Gave it a try. Never going back.
But doesn't your dickhead like rub anything raw? Like where's the
It's not
zipper?
that
Like
big.
up your shaft? What if it clips your main vein? You bleed out.
Made dirt on your dick? I don't think that's a thing.
That'd be an unfortunate way to go, but it hasn't happened yet.
You guys obviously did not learn from something about Mary.
Yeah.
No, I never saw it. I will say, to that point, I only started doing it when I started wearing tighter fitting jeans, because I used to do that whole thing where my jeans are loose as fuck, like from the bottom of my legs all the way up to the waist. And
Oh, you
now
got bell
since I
bottoms.
No, bell bottoms expand at the bottom. These are just like wide all the way up. But since I've started wearing tapered jeans, like my boxers will start crumpling up and riding up, and so I'll have to like keep pulling them down. But
No wedgies. No more wedgies. Impossible to get a wedgie.
Is he showing us? What's he doing here?
I don't know what he's doing. We're just looking at his
I'm
mic.
I'm charging my computer.
All right, Mahler,
You guys.
are you in on, first question, are you in on wearing underwear? Second of all, what's your actual all-in?
Yeah, I'm always supporting underwear. You got to support the boys down there.
You got to give it a try once.
Maybe I'll give it a try, but probably not. I don't really wear jeans too much anymore, anyways. So I don't know when I have the opportunity. But I am all in on I just forgot. Give me 1 second. I got it here on my phone. Oh, that's what it is. A new phone battery. I am all in on a new phone battery. There's nothing better than when you get a new phone and that fucking battery lasts forever.
3 days.
3 days minimum. Like I charge it barely at all. I don't have to worry about it being charged anymore. So that's really great. I learned since I have Apple Care, I can get a new battery too. So once it starts shitting out, I'm definitely taking that bitch to Best Buy and getting a new battery in it because
you get one like within 2 years, right? You can switch it out for free, like after that whole thing happened.
Yeah, I think so. I just saw an article that said that if you have Apple Care, and Best Buy is an authorized Apple Care place now, so I can just take my phone there, get a new battery, and be good to go. It might cost me something, but it's worth it. I think I love not having to worry about charging my phone. It's just such a pain to always have to charge your phone and always be worrying about if you're gonna make it through the night with the charge you have, or like charging it before you go out or something. So that's what I'm all in. New battery.
Well, you're talking to the right person because Chino worked as a member of the Geek Squad for at least 6 years.
The fuck you talking about?
Wait, what the fuck? Just call him a geek.
JJ's. All JJ's.
I've been nerd.
You must have been talking about different Colin Brian Chenoweth.
Oh.
I'm glad I have the same middle name as my brother. That's a weird strategy to go right.
That's funny.
Colin, what you all in on?
He already fucking said it.
Listen.
Yeah. Josh,
are you sure?
Josh, what are you?
Muller, are you drunk right now?
I think there's something in that glass of milk he was drinking in the whiskey.
He put some Kahlua in there. 2 shots worth. 2 fingers.
Put the beer down.
Well, so coincidentally, we did not plan this at all, but I kind of went the opposite route of freeballing. I have all in on compression shorts.
No way.
Swear on my life. I for you people watching at home, look at the bottom one. Compression shorts. I remember back in the day, I used to wear whitey-tighties underneath regular boxers just to try to look cool in like 6th grade with the guys that wore boxers. I had like the same pair of boxers. I had one pair, and I would just change my underwear every day and put the pair of boxers on all the time. But now, so I love compression shorts so much, but wearing them all day and then changing into compression shorts and then going to the gym, I got sick and tired of changing my underwear twice a day every day. So I basically threw all my underwear out, and now I've just got like 25 pairs of compression shorts, and that's what I wear every single day with jeans, with khakis, with my workout gear, always compression shorts.
Have you tried the Duluth buck naked underwear?
No, I haven't.
What about the
Duluth buck naked? I have I might have like 3 pairs of boxer briefs left, but I prefer if those are last ditch effort. But I prefer to wear compression shorts at all times. They keep my junk locked in where they're supposed to go, just right down by my knee. I know it's not going anywhere, and I'm just ready to perform at all times.
So your pussy lips dangle that far down?
My meat curtains.
I'll admit, compression shorts are the most comfortable. Like, if I'm wearing dress clothes, I'll do compression shorts. But I don't know if I can do it all day, every day.
Try it. Instead of freeballing like some sort of freaking weirdo.
Freeball 24/7. I'm just talking jeans. I don't ever wear jeans.
In those jeans.
It's when you're wearing jeans, it's the best because then at the end of the night, you just rip your jeans off and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan has no idea what that's like. Speaking of Ryan... What are you all on?
Wait, what?
What are you out? What are you all out on?
I am all out on. Muller alluded to it earlier. I am all out on. Basically, it started with Kaepernick, which I feel like we've all been all out on Kaepernick for about 4 years now. But you can throw Megan Rapinoe, which is what her name is, Muller. You can throw her into the mix. But it's just these people who have a platform and they might have like good causes, but they ruin it by just being complete dumbasses about it. Like Kaepernick, the only reason he's famous is because he was so shitty of a quarterback that he had to try to steal the spotlight back on him, and so he decided, oh, what could get me the most attention? I'll pretend to make a statement, and then that's where he's most famous for now, not for the fact that he got benched on a shitty Niners team, I might add. So I'm just all out on him.
Could you explain what the situation was that just happened with him with Nike?
So Nike was going to do like a Betsy Ross inspired shoe for 4th of July because Betsy Ross was I believe, the woman who created the first American flag. I could be wrong, but
with it, she designed it with the 13 stars.
Yeah, and so they were going to do that for the 4th of July, which, empowerment for women, hey, a woman created this, let's honor her. And Kaepernick was like, no, because there were slaves at that period, so we can't have a flag that was on the same time as slaves are going on. And so he made it about himself like he always does, and then Nike caved because they're pussies, and so here we are.
What's crazy is, like, if that's the way you think about it, you could say literally at any given moment you're just offended by something, so you can't do something about it. Like, I don't like the flag that we have now because there's sexual predators out there in the United States. Get rid of the flag. It's like, I don't understand that.
I saw a story the other day that Charlottesville is not going to celebrate Thomas Jefferson's birthday anymore. Instead, they're going to celebrate the Emancipation Proclamation Day. I'm like, why can't you just do both? Like, they're both important parts of American history. You don't have to take one out and do the other.
Right. They're just trying to completely act like none of that stuff ever happened and act like it was just the extreme worst thing to ever happen because they did one. Like, those dudes are part of the Me Too movement, and there's like 300 years ago, and it's like, hey, what you guys did back then still comes out today.
And it's like they're ragging because Thomas Jefferson knew slavery was bad, but he still had them. And I'm just thinking, okay, so you're pissed off at this guy, but how many African Americans still celebrate Michael Jackson, who they literally came on and had a documentary of how he molested hundreds of kids, yet they still love Michael Jackson? It's just like,
it's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, it's just so stupid, bro. It's like that shoe would not have affected a single person, and think of how many people would actually bought those shoes. So it's just. And then Kaepernick has no problem with the sweatshops that are using child labor for 10 cents an hour. Whatever. He's an idiot. I'm all out on him. I'm out.
so you're out on Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah,
or people Kaepernick. Like him.
And people think he's blackballed because he was black. He sucked dick at quarterback. That's why he was benched. He literally quit his contract. They're making it sound like people weren't offering him a job. He's been offered jobs, but he's not good enough to start, and so he just doesn't want to take it.
He doesn't want to be compared to Nathan Peterman. All right, Chino, what are you all out on?
Man, we just got deep for a second, so I'm going to make it a little more lighthearted.
Light this bitch up.
Mine is very current. It happened to me this week. I'm all out on spoilers, TV shows.
What got spoiled?
The show that we recap every week.
Oh, no.
No.
That's your own damn fault. You should know by now how to get around spoilers.
Against my will, I found out the supposed finale and what happens after the Bachelorette.
Did somebody verbally tell you, or did you find out a social media site? How'd that happen?
So on my phone, I have the Google homepage. When I search something, and underneath it are articles. And obviously it's stuff that I've been looking up before, something with sports, or I've read articles about the Bachelorette. And in the title of the article was the spoiler. Usually I didn't even click on it. I didn't click on it or anything. I'm just scrolling through and I'm reading the headlines, and the title of it was the spoiler.
It didn't say spoiler. It just said it.
Yep.
That doesn't mean it's right.
How reliable. Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, I'm hoping it's not true. It's just very annoying. Yeah.
If it's Reality Steve, it might be accurate. If it's CNN, then it's probably not accurate.
I didn't want to look into it at all, so I didn't click on any of it. You guys don't know, do you?
No, so don't spoil it for us. I'm out on that
too. People listening know the spoiler. I won't say it though.
And ladies and gentlemen, Colin Chenoweth is done for the night, so you say your goodbyes.
I will say that I told one person about my All Out, and they said I should just tell the spoiler and then just give you guys what happened at the end of the Bachelor.
I'd be all out on you.
That's a good way to lose a friend.
I'm already on probation, so I was probably don't want to get kicked off the pod after.
Try it. See what happens. See what happens. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. I think we all agree with that, 100%. Mahler, you got any hot ones for us this week? What are you all out on?
I am all out on things that constantly tell you they are low on battery.
Flip side of the liking the new battery.
So this all happened. We have a baby monitor, and it came unplugged, so the battery went down low, and it beeps every 15 seconds if the battery's low. So it woke us up, obviously, and then we decided to get a new one because it wasn't holding a charge, so it was beeping constantly. So that's really annoying. But what also is really annoying, like you have Bluetooth headphones that will say low battery like every 2 minutes, like interrupt the song. That drives me batshit crazy. Like, I get it, the battery's low. There's nothing I can do about it when I'm at the gym or running or sitting in my living room. I can't do anything about it. So
it's using battery to tell you it's low battery.
Exactly. So I'm all out on things that constantly tell you
save your energy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have a Bluetooth speaker that as soon as I'll put it on while I'm showering, and as soon as it's getting low on battery, it'll play the music and then stop, low battery, play the music for 10 seconds, stop, low battery, and it's like, just shut the hell up, I heard it the first time.
Exactly. Right.
But that's how I have to get out of the shower and turn it off.
AirPods do that too, and it's like, dude, okay, just die. Just play until you can't play anymore, and then just die. I'll plug you back in. But they do have a long battery life. All in on AirPods. But my all out, this is something that's always been a pet peeve of mine. But people that clip their nails in public, I do it in the privacy of my own home. I do it in the bathroom where I can throw them away immediately. But like twice in the past week. First of all, I was just driving home the other day, and the guy was just, this is a little bit, okay, fine. But he's just clipping his nails like on his front porch, and like my windows down. You can just hear like the tink, tink, like from all the way. I'm like, that's so gross. But then the other time, I was literally in a public store, and this dude was sitting in a chair, just pulls out his fingernail, starts clipping them. Just right there. Oh, and then Rayleigh's soccer game. So I guess it was 3 times. Saturday, this dude was sitting behind us at the soccer game, and he just pulls him out and starts clipping his nails at the soccer game. I'm like, why is that such an urgent thing? I guess I bite my nails all the time, but, dude, those things just pink everywhere. I probably had 3 in the back of my hair. It grosses me out.
To that guy's defense, those soccer games are boring as shit. So I would bring all of my chores to the soccer game. That way I'd have something less boring to do.
Well, this was the last game. Rayleigh did score. She scored, I think, in all 3 of the last games. She was already much more athletic than Mahler is. So,
is that a thing? People take fingernail clippers everywhere. I guess maybe like girls like have them in their purses, but I don't see why a guy should have them.
They were all guys too. The guys that were all clipping their nails, all dudes.
I feel like girls don't clip their nails, do they? I figure they just file.
I don't know. I feel like I could see some girls carry it in their purse, some not.
That's a good point. I don't know if I've ever seen a girl clip her nails.
I used to keep mine in my car, but I don't anymore.
That's
your fingernails?
My fingernail clippers.
Keep my fingernails.
I thought you were a little jar.
Do you guys do it in like the shower, or do you do it over the toilet?
After the shower.
After the shower is the only time to do it.
They're so soft, and they just cut right off.
Yep.
I do it in the shower.
I'm all in on cutting them right after.
After the shower, I sit on the side of the tub, and I clip them, and I throw them away.
I do my fingers onto like a paper towel, and then I just throw that paper towel away. And I'll do my.
Do you like line them up in order, smallest to largest?
Yeah,
I can see.
I just want to see the health of the fingernails before I throw them away. And then I do my toenails. I do them over the toilet.
Yeah, toenails in the shower is hard to do.
I like doing over the toilet.
You put your foot up on there, clip it in there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Okay. And that's all in and all out.
What's next on the agenda? I can't even pull it up.
Well, we can talk about what we're watching. We skipped that last week.
Let's do it.
Chino obviously is just watching spoilers 24/7.
Yeah.
I haven't started Dark Season 2 yet. Stranger Things comes out at midnight tonight, so it actually comes out in less than 2 hours. Probably watch the first episode tonight.
I will be watching that. I've already finished Season 2 of Dark. No spoilers, don't worry.
So good.
Oh, yeah. Picks right up.
One in German.
Yeah.
The what?
It's not the second
Right,
season of Ozark.
So,
It's not the second season of Ozark.
Jason Bateman's not in it.
I would
Dang
still
it.
put it as my favorite Netflix show. Season 2 is still strong. So
Still strong. And you said it leaves off right where it goes. Or
yeah,
I love when it does that. I hate when shows like fast forward like years.
it picks up right where season 2 left off.
You know what I watched? I've only watched like one thing the past week. I don't know what my deal has been, but I watched Semi-Pro last weekend.
Sucks.
That what?
I've never seen it.
Fell asleep when I
That's
watched it.
oh my gosh. Chino, back me up. Is that movie not hilarious?
I've never watched it from start to finish.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I won't talk about it because you guys aren't going to get any of the quotes I was going to use the rest of the show. So
You are correct.
You should just check
moving
it.
on. Spumoni. Fuck that Spumoni. I'm out.
My dad did have another request, Smaller, because he asked me the other day. He's like, I need a new show to watch. And then I was giving him suggestions. He's like, never mind. I'll just wait until the podcast and whatever show Mahler says he can't stand, I'm just going to start that one. So do you have any shows on Netflix that you cannot stand right now?
This show seems to be catered after your dad quite a bit. I was joking the first week about SNSD, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Be like our
I don't know why Brian's
sounds like
so apt on giving me feedback, but I appreciate it, Brian. Thanks for all the feedback.
We have 21 reviews, and I think 20 of them are my dad's ghost accounts, his
I feel like
burners.
he's like our unofficial manager or something like that. For all these tips that he's given us.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm on Dark too. I just finished episode 6 of season 1. I've been watching Seinfeld as well, and Taryn's been watching Exhibit A, which is like they present a case every episode and like give evidence that could make it. I'm not very good at doing a very good job explaining this, so just go check out
Sounds
Exhibit A.
good.
It's pretty interesting.
I was telling Maddie tonight because I think she was watching a preview for that. I feel like I'm the only person that's not like all in on like those murder mysteries, like the murder case files, whatever that's called, and like all that. Like I just don't watch it. And then
Making a murder and all that.
yeah, but then like the popular podcasts right now are like they talk about like unsolved. Yeah, like I don't care about that shit. It's like
Serial is one of them, I think.
Hey, we're not pushing other podcasts on the show, okay?
Well,
You listen to Catch Me Pod.
I didn't think about it, but I could have easily used that for an all out, so we can just make it a group all out right now. Even though I think Mahler's probably all in on.
I was gonna say
guess.
he seems like he's really
I'm
enjoying
I'm a
them.
big fan of the murder stuff, but I don't.
Nah, not my thing.
I think it's probably.
Would you guys consider
proximity.
Criminal Minds in that same
What?
category?
Criminal Minds is
Consider
fake
Criminal
though,
Minds
right?
in that?
It's a drama.
I mean, it's based on
Well,
real
I
events.
feel like
but
it was
a drama.
before all those true crimes and Netflix things. I
Yeah.
feel like it's along the same lines, but
Well, yeah, they're on season like 14 or 15 now.
You guys not like Law and Order then?
But
never watched one.
Dun, 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 dun.
shout out to Mad Dog, not the Mad Dog Josh knows. One of my class, she told me that my next show needs to be SVU, so
Nope,
I
don't
might
do
start
it.
watching that.
I think
No,
does
I hear
anybody
it's
else's dad watch Law and Order every single time? My dad, I swear, has seen every single episode. Always on.
Does he stay awake for him?
No, fuck no.
You saw that snap of him at the party just passed the fuck out.
Oh my gosh. We had a party. There was 40 people there. He ate, and 7 seconds later, he was on the couch just roaring. And, like, people are just milling around him, and, like, nobody cared. And I'm like,
Dad
just...
goals.
Just living his best life. Oh, my gosh.
Mahler, you ever finish West Wing, or are you just putting that on hold?
So what happened was there's a podcast, not to push other podcasts, but they recap every episode by episode, and I've caught up to them, so I'm just going with them now. So I'm only watching one a week now. I'm on season 7.
Yeah.
So
Probably will make it more fun that way.
yeah,
Sounds like you're really vested in this other podcast.
Yeah.
it's pretty good. I'm not gonna get the name though, so don't worry. No free nope. No free promos.
No form.
It's okay if you read the promo, no one's gonna know what the hell's going on, so that's fine.
It's better than my intro today.
Yeah, we're gonna have an outtakes episode hopefully, and Josh's first intro was interesting.
Yep.
I think that's the first time we've ever asked to redo something.
It took us 4 episodes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Even though we basically started the very first episode of the podcast, and then I was like, okay, when does the podcast actually start? Or we had to restart the whole 20 minutes over.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Brian, are you watching?
But for me, I'm not watching anything.
Okay.
No, just Big Brother and The Bachelorette. And like I said, I'm going to probably start Stranger Things tomorrow. So
Can't wait for
that's
that.
about it.
Yeah, speaking of Big Brother, after The Bachelorette's over, we'll be recapping that on the show. Me, Colin, and Ryan watch Big Brother. Josh doesn't, so he'll take the role of my role of not saying anything during the Bachelorette recap, and instead he'll be silent during the Big Brother recap. Hopefully he can find a good recap to read, though, so he can at least interject every now and then.
Yeah, that'll be tough for me because you guys know how I usually lay back and I'm pretty quiet, so I'm gonna have a hard time speaking up during that segment, I'm sure.
But it'll be good to have a guy who hears all the stupid shit that happens be like, wow, this show sucks.
The only thing I saw about it was there's a dude that looks like who's Khaleesi's boy. Yeah, and everybody hates him. That's the only thing I saw. Spoiler.
Yep.
He's got
Pretty much.
a tattoo that says it's a name tag. It's a name tag tattoo. It says "Hell
Yeah,
My Name
it's
Is."
pretty stupid.
It doesn't have his name on it though. It's just a blank name tag.
Do you think he that's actually kind of funny little gimmick.
It's like with a permanent marker.
Right, my name is like what's that show where he writes my name is fuck you? That's pretty funny.
I don't know. But, I mean, for now, we can just keep it short, like the little recap. That way we're not just dumping in, hey, week 4, you guys should know what's going on. But
and that was Big Brother talk. Let's,
I have a few notes for Big Brother. Who do you guys think is the hottest? Alicia? What the hell is her name?
You're trying to say Annalise, and yes.
That girl.
She sounds
probably
fugly.
I think Holly is the most
she's hot.
attractive. The ranch hand from
Muhammad?
Holly.
Oh, I thought you said Ali.
Which one's Holly?
She's the ranch
Was she the one that was the head
California.
of household?
No, that's Christy. There's just been too many people for 1 week to get names now. Yeah.
Well, that's like on the Bachelorette. We called guys Randall Cobb, Aaron Rodgers, and then usually I call him just like tall guy, purple shirt guy because that's what he wore the first time. Like, I don't know who you are, Cuzzy.
I love how when they're, because like when you get on the show, they give you like a key to the house, and how everyone like fake acts surprised, like, hey, I've got this whole camera crew here. Oh, I'm magically getting on the show. Like, shut the hell up.
Yeah, we
dude.
talked
You
about
are
that. Do you think they
obviously
hide it and the contestants have to find it, and that's the surprise? Like they know they're getting the key,
I think,
but they hide it, so they have to find it, and then that's the surprise.
my thought was maybe they're like, okay, this is the last part of the interview process where we're going to come out and like see you in your natural element or whatever. And maybe like they send like not a whole camera crew, but just like one of those smaller cameras.
Yeah.
And then like show us through your daily life or whatever. And then they find the key. So that might be it. And then fucking, who was that idiot who, what's his name? Mickey or whatever.
Jackson.
When he found the key that might be it.
When he goes by Mickey.
On this.
Yeah.
He dunked on the 7-foot hoop, and that's where the key was. And I was like, "Bro, what is wrong with you?" That was
The intros are rough. They're hard to watch.
Yeah. The only other notes I had on that was they had that whole camp counselor thing where Jackson was like, "Guys, I didn't really want this. Oh, I hate this. I didn't want it. Someone had to have it." When he literally campaigned for it the entire day, and I was like, "Bro, calm your tits." And then the last one, I guess, since nobody else wants to chime the fuck in, is
I thought it was interesting.
that black dude who got... Never mind, go ahead.
I think it's interesting that he picked all minorities for his banishment, and now they got another minority out. So it just seems like they're going for the minorities.
Wow, hot take.
Mahler's just coming in blazing.
Chino is gritting his teeth listening to Mahler say minorities multiple times.
Yeah, that white guy was such a minority that he picked. What a bummer.
No,
Idiot.
Jackson picked David, Jessica.
Black.
No, she's Latino.
No, Jessica's Latina.
The old guy.
Kimmy.
Sorry, and Kimmy.
Yeah,
The
white guy. The white
The
guy.
old guy there.
But people were saying he's minority, like he's the only really older guy there.
He's a minority
That's
because he's
stupid,
old.
bro.
Yeah, everybody else is middle-aged or younger. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't sound like a very appropriate show. I'm
They got an 8-person alliance going, and that's not going to last. Big alliances never last.
They were trying to get rid of it already.
Right.
It was the stupidest thing ever. And then, to piggyback on your minority thing, I busted out laughing when, what's the black dude's name, David?
Yeah.
When he got sent home, and he's like, I just really wanted to do this for the African-American culture. And I was like, dude, it's fucking Big Brother. Calm your shit. Like, this is going to put us on the map. Like, no, it's not, dude. You're an idiot. This is a reality TV show every summer they do. Like, calm down.
I'm tired of seeing the commercials for Love Island, too. It looks like garbage, and I hope no one watches it.
Yeah, well, we kept that also.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's our next one.
We're going to, here in about a month, we're going to have 9 different recaps going on.
Hey, that's what the people want.
All right, let's move on to Big Brother. Episode this year.
That's what we were just doing. We were doing Big
You
Brother.
mean Bachelorette?
Oh, Bachelorette, sorry.
Didn't read recap this year, sorry. This week.
So, who wants to recap? Who wants to start us off?
Mahler, why don't you just read the notes I sent you and recap that way?
All right, I'll just go, I guess.
Yep.
So, to recap the episode, Hannah went on a date with Jed. Jed's still fake as hell. She went on a date with Tyler. Tyler gagged on some pickled herring, which was making me LOL.
Very funny.
She went on a date with Mike and booted him, but good for Mike. He's going to be the next Bachelor. No spoilers. I just assume he will be the next one, which he just smiles a lot and says the right things. Like, I'm so ready for love. They're like, boom, he's ready. Let's get this dude on here. And then, of course, then it turned into the Luke show again. So we can kind of fast forward to just get to the Luke show, I guess.
Did you totally skip Connor?
Oh, yeah. Well, Connor's... Okay, I just did to Connor what Hannah did to him. So Connor went to go spend time with Hannah after her date with Tyler, after Tyler just got a rose. And he's like, hey, I really haven't got to see you very much this year. And, like, I just wanted to spend some time with you. And her response was like, oh, that's sweet. Well, on the group date roses, you just, or group dates, you just never kind of put yourself out there. So I don't see it going any further. Bye-bye. So, okay, well, see you later. So that was goodbye, Connor. So I called that last week. I called Connor and Mike both getting booted off. Nailed those.
If you couldn't tell, Connor turned into JPJ there for a second.
Very similar mannerisms and how they speak.
Before we jump into the Luke Peaks, that's what you were getting into next, right?
Right.
I will say for Jed's date, they were in the Netherlands, and this Netherlandian, I don't know what you
Netherlandians.
I don't know what you call them. There you go, this Dutch people. They were like, hey,
douche people.
They're like, so where you got? They're like, you guys aren't from the Netherlands. Where are you from?
Oh.
Jed says, I'm
English.
Jed says, I'm English. And Hannah looks at him like, you're American. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's right, American.
And he's
fucking
from Nashville. Like, what? Oh, my gosh. Jed is
so stupid.
Jed's so fake. And the fact that he had a girlfriend before he came on the show, like, I cannot wait for him to get dogged. I hope he goes on to after the final rose because he's going to get shit on. Him and his freaking Jake Gyllenhaal wearing an ass jacket.
Such an idiot.
Hannah did drive me crazy a little bit this last episode because, so I voted for Tyler to win it all. And he was like just having a normal day. And then she was pulling 50 Cent on him, just asked him 21 questions. She's like, just tell me. He's like, what? I mean, what do you want me to say? She was very annoying with how much she kept trying to press him for non-existent shit. But then he's just like, yeah, the housing crisis, my dad lost everything, and we got a divorce, so thanks, Obama.
Yeah, Obama, the worst. And then another, like, for the Mike date, they went on a date, and then before the dinner, Hannah was, like, looking at all these paintings, and then she just started to break down for each painting. I was like, what are you doing right now? Just bawling her eyes out.
That was actually funny, because that was ridiculous. Another funny part was when my boy TC literally was like, usually when we have a villain, they're these big bad dudes, and here we are with a fucking 5'8" villain. It looks like, oh, you feel good about yourself saying that? He's like, I just had to put that out there.
Yeah, pretty much. That's 2 weeks in a row on this podcast we've come after the little man. Sorry, Brandon.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
But then it's funny because Luke sincerely thought that all of a sudden Garrett liked him. He's like, yeah, we're just chumming up. He's like, yeah, I was being fake as hell, bro. Like, I don't like you. And you 100% knew that Garrett was going to get booted and Luke was going to stay. It's so ridiculous.
They set it up to look like Luke's going home when obviously, Garrett's getting tossed.
I mean, to be fair, they didn't set it up that way because we still know he makes it another week with that whole Jesus still loves me because Anna B has sex thing. So, but the thing I thought was weird is because I actually know exactly where Luke P's coming from in this spot because
of course you do.
Watching like the challenge and stuff, you know how like Gina will get this, how CT and Bananas would always be fighting with each other. But then that's only like a segment of the show. But then like later in the show, you'll see them just hanging out and having a good time with each other.
But I don't think that's the case. I think everybody hates him. The way they treat him every single episode, and the fact that he's like, yeah, dude, I was just being polite, but I can't fucking stand you is what he said. Like, he's like, I was just bullshitting you. And then he even told Hannah he said that to him. So I think they sincerely hate him.
Until the cameras are like on him to do that. But when like the cameras aren't like in the main, like everybody gather in here, I'm pretty sure they're pretty like all cool with each other. And
I don't think they're cool. I think they probably avoid him at all costs.
Nah.
I don't know.
I do like Luke P's mindset in the fact that if guys are going home, that's a good thing. Why is no one else happy that guys are leaving? That's the point of the show.
When you said simple math, that was pretty funny.
Simple math.
Dude, it is. That's the fact, though. You want all the guys go home because of Luke P, then
right. It was right. It was just the fact that he said it to all those guys. He was such an ass bag about it because they're basically all cheering for each other. Like at this point, they're all like, if anybody wins except for him because we hate him so much, like it's a victory. Also, we didn't even mention that he literally threw bologna on Garrett.
I have that in my notes.
He was pulling his best Chad Bear, which I knew Ryan loved him, just eating just straight meat, and then picked up, this is what you're spitting out right now, and then threw the bologna on his lap. But Garrett at first was crushing it because he knew exactly what he was doing. He was trying to stir the pot and have Luke just go full on crazy mode, which is what he did. But then Luke saved himself by, for once, not bringing people up. He's such, I say it every week, he's such a compulsive liar. And he's like, well, Hannah asked me, when he's like, as soon as he sat down with her during their group date, their 3-on-1 or whatever, he just started talking shit about all those guys. And she didn't say a single thing. She didn't even ask. And then they asked him about it. He's like, well, when Hannah asked about this person, I'm like, dude, she didn't ask. She gets it. You're going to talk shit about them and they all hate you.
He's hilarious to watch argue with the group of guys because you can tell they're all trying not to laugh at him the whole time.
Oh, because he's so stupid.
He doesn't know what he's saying.
The look on his face when he gets in an argument, he's like, you can literally like see him trying to think like, oh shit, what do I say? And it just gets dumber and dumber.
I'm interested to see how he interacts if he's on Paradise. Because I feel like I think I'm still going to hate him, but a lot of times people are a lot different than you see them on The Bachelorette / Bachelor, and then when they're on Paradise.
It'll be tough because I think one of the main reasons he got his rose this week is because he literally just mixed dry humping Hannah with Jesus. I mean, she's literally in the middle of kneading his balls like hard-boiled eggs in a tube sock, and he's like, I love God so much. Touch my boner. And then, like, he got a rose for it. I'm like, how does that even work?
It's not sex if it's through the pants.
Right. But
so that's allowed.
But the previews for the rest of for next week look wild because they 100% confirm him saying, "Hey, if you have sex with anybody else, I will leave the show." And then her going ape shit and like
showed the whole damn argument. They didn't need to show us that much, but I'm ready for it.
I
know. That's why I think he doesn't go home after that because if he does, then that just seems like a waste of an opportunity to leave us like hanging on something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is like ABC can't be that dumb, but then again, like they always trick us, and so it's like maybe for once it'll be a surprise that they told the truth. But the fact that she said she had sex with somebody at Windmill and then she had sex with them again, I'm like, oh, she just banged somebody.
What did she say?
She literally
had a windmill
or whatever.
Yeah, she said we had sex, and then we had sex a second time, and a windmill.
Okay, that's the part. I thought she was saying she had sex with a windmill. That's what was so confusing.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
In my notes, dad comment. Was there any dad comments on the show? Because I don't remember what it was now.
Besides Tyler talking about his dad.
Yeah, his dad losing everything.
Maybe that was it. I don't know.
Fuck, dude, I don't remember. I will say we're getting to the part of the show where there's just not enough content to go for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just so boring at this
When they get...
I like fast forward through the dates.
The hometowns, you can kind of stretch them out. But yeah, when they have just 3 and they go on a date with each of them, it's too drawn out.
Maddie wanted me to make a point to say that during each of like the one-on-one dates, like when they give the evening dinner or whatever, she's like, make sure you tell everybody that you talked the entire time those went on. I'm like, well, it's so boring. Like, hey, I'm falling in love with you. Like they never want to say I love you. It's usually I'm falling in love with you. I've not like it's, and then Garrett says I love you, and then he got booted off. So that's what you get.
Think your wife's just bitter that her dude got booted before ours did.
Yeah, he didn't even stand a chance.
Who was she all in on?
She had Connor. She picked Connor first, I think, out of all of us. Like
she was the first person. She picked Connor, and then Los picked Peter, and then I picked Luke, and then you picked TC.
That's right. And I didn't actually know his name for the first 3 weeks. I just kept calling him Tall Guy.
Frack. One of our listeners, the Mad Dog calls him Frat Boy. So
no, you talking about Mahler? Mahler's the only frat boy I know.
No, her and her roommates call TC Frat Boy.
Well, he did play QB at Wake Forest.
Threw 3 interceptions and 4 passes against Florida State.
It's pretty good.
Pretty great.
Is that
I'd take
better
that.
or worse than Bryce Perkins?
Better. Oh, I mean worse. Fuck. Sorry, Bryce. Fan of the show. We went to a bowl game last year, Mahler. That's this D.
Did you win?
Yeah, we won.
Why didn't you say we won a bowl game last year? I would have said that because that's a good follow-up question. I was curious.
I know, so I extended this conversation by one question because I had left you guys hanging. I did my job as a interviewer. You're welcome.
All right.
That's Bachelorette talk.
That's Bachelorette talk. Yeah. Let's wrap this episode up. So obviously we've got the 4th of July coming up tomorrow. We've all got the day off. What's everybody's? You gotta work?
I got a half day tomorrow.
Communist bastard.
It's a weird flex.
Yep. I do not volunteer to work. I don't want to.
All right. Well, anyhow, so obviously I would hope that everybody's plans are to go watch fireworks and drink some beer and all that good stuff. So let's kind of go around the horn here. Mahler, what do you have?
White Claws.
Mahler, what do you have?
Yeah, so tomorrow I think we're going to go to the parade downtown. Check that out in the morning. Holden's still a little too young to be up for fireworks, so we probably won't watch any fireworks. But that's the only thing I have planned for tomorrow. It's my brother-in-law's birthday, so on Saturday we're going up there for a cookout. Yeah, that's the only plans I have for the weekend, really. I want to try and get a round of golf in, but it's supposed to rain a lot, so we'll see how that goes.
So Holden's going to be asleep, or you are?
Probably both, to be honest with you.
Yeah, figured.
Ryan, do you do anything special since you make sure to tell us at every waking moment that you were in the military? Any special plans?
No, the military is not associated with Independence Day, so I don't know where you got that from. But, yeah, here at UVA we have Midsummers, and that's every 4th of July weekend, I'm pretty sure. And so it's just where everybody, like, who's not on the grounds comes back, and then we all just, like, party. So tomorrow I'm floating the river and then going up to Carter's Mountain to watch fireworks and get hammered. And then Friday, pre-gaming at a friend's house and going to a party at someone else's house. Saturday, cookouts and parties. Sundays, cookouts and parties, and watching the U.S. kick the Netherlands' ass. Suck a dick, Amsterdam.
But thank you for the stroop waffles.
It was very specific and then very aggressive.
Who's Carter?
Un-American. Carter's Mountain.
Yeah, who's Carter?
I don't know. Maybe Jimmy. I don't know.
Aaron.
Heard of him?
Aaron Carter.
Aaron. I would love it if it was Aaron Carter.
I think Nick is either Aaron or Nick was my wife's first crush. I can't remember which one.
Nick was in Backstreet Boys. Aaron was in just
he was by himself, right?
Rapping. He was rapping about how he beat Shaq in one-on-one or something.
I don't know. I'm 3 years older than her. Maybe, she chases the older guys.
It's true.
Chino, any plans?
I'm going to backtrack to what Ryan said when he said the military is not involved with Independence Day. I'm pretty sure I saw the military fighting the aliens in the movie Independence Day.
Oh, got him, Will Smith.
Just to let you know.
That's not what the holiday's based on.
Got
Are you
him.
saying,
Yeah, it was.
wait. The Will Smith movie is not what we're celebrating tomorrow?
Oh.
No. The Will Smith movie is not what we're celebrating tomorrow, Muller.
What about the
Fun
sequel?
fact.
Yes, we're celebrating the sequel,
I
actually.
never saw the sequel.
I didn't either.
I have not either.
Wasn't sure there was a sequel, to be honest.
It's called Insurgents or something? Is that the subtitle?
It's not called Independence Day 2.
I don't think so.
It is.
All right, guys. Let's not skip over my exciting weekend I got planned.
You brought it up.
I know. Now I got to work a half day. I might be going to Indianapolis Indians game this weekend. I think that's about the only exciting thing I might have going on.
Maybe you could fit in.
We don't say the I word on this podcast.
Maybe you could fit in Catch Me If You Can. Since you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this dumbass movie, I guess.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Wow. You're disgusting.
Can I make predictions on what happens in the movie?
Go for it.
No.
What's it about?
You don't have any idea.
You don't.
All right, so I mean, it's
no.
Tom Hanks chasing around Leonardo DiCaprio the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
Did you read Spark
Not
Notes on
Leonardo.
this?
Leonardo da Vinci. Yep.
Not to be confused with Leonardo da Vinci. But
Breaking update. I got a text from ESPN that says Cubs minor league affiliate apologizes and deletes tweet mocking former NFL QB Colin Kaepernick. So me and the Cubs are hashtag all out on Kaepernick.
congrats.
I'm going to see if I can read what the tweet says while we're getting through Chino's.
Well, my guess is Tom Hanks chases him around the whole movie, and right at the end, he thinks he got him, but Leonardo gets away. But Tom Hanks is like, he got me. I'm all right with it.
No. Good try, though.
I mean,
Good try, though.
oh my, not that great of a try.
What do you,
Not that great.
Josh? What are you up to this weekend? Did you tell us already?
I did not. Well, that's a good question. We're gonna go watch some fireworks. Over in a subdivision. A guy over in Rainy Brook puts on quite a show. So for the rest of the weekend, though, I'll probably, to be honest, just do stuff with the family. You know, whatever makes the wife happy. Happy wife, happy life.
Amen.
Well, you're happily married, aren't you?
Yes.
So you and I are both happily married. Ryan, are you happily married?
No, I'm happily married. I'm happily single.
Were you married at one time, though?
Define marriage.
Well, I was thinking about this earlier, and
If by marriage you mean a vow to be monogamous, then no, I was not in apparently I was not in a monogamous standard marriage. So I hope that answered your question.
Well, guys, I figured out what makes a successful marriage. It's the underlying factor and what Mahler and I both shared. Mahler, can you guess?
No.
I just want one guess.
The thing that we had that Ryan did not have was DJ Joe Sheets, our sponsor.
I thought it was Adam not being in your wedding party.
Oh, that's funny. No, it was actually DJ. So DJ Joe Sheets was our DJ for both of them. But for real, so he is our first and only sponsor thus far. But just so you guys know, getting married can be one of the most memorable and overpriced moments of your life. So invest wisely and make sure no one forgets the epic time that they had by hiring the greatest DJ in the U.S. of A. DJ Joe Sheets has been at it for nearly a decade and knows how to keep the dancing going from the first song to the last. He actually just launched a new website, making it even easier to get the party started. So check him out on the web at djjoesheets.com or by phone at 765-586-3818. DJ Joe Sheets, bringing the music to you.
Hey Joe, play Timber.
Hey Alexa, play I'm Upset.
I just want to give a big shout out to all the people who reviewed our podcast. I do actually have something I'm upset about. So Alexa, play I'm Upset. This week we got 2 4-star reviews, and I'm calling them
Trash.
out. I want you to,
Yes, call them out.
I want you to tweet at us.
Change it.
Write to us. Tell us what we need to improve on so we can get you that 5 stars. Because we're here for.
Dude, I would rather I'd rather get a 1 star than a 4 star, to be honest.
No, I'd rather a 4.
But the minute you have haters, is the minute you're doing something right.
You know you made it.
Because you only give a 1 star to people that you are just actively trying to hate. A 4 star means I wasn't as great.
That's right. Chino first episode did just say, "Hey, think about how we're gonna get so big when we have haters. How cool it's gonna be."
Yeah.
All right, so let's call these 4-star people out, and let's give some shout outs to people that actually did the job the right way and gave us some good reviews.
This from Dragon Flagon Lover.
I think Dragon and Flagon.
Dragon and Flagon Lover. Give us
Dragon and Flagon.
Give us 5 stars. He or she said, "Loving it. I'm all in on Catch Me If You Can." Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I like how they did the
title?
all in on there.
What's the title, Mahler?
Majidi? What is that?
It's from the dope ass show back in the day called what was it called?
It was called Maji Day.
No, it was called like a Japanese TV show, Stuck in a Japanese TV show or something like that.
It's an American. It's the American version of a Chinese game show, and we used to watch it every Wednesday after what's that big ball show? Wipeout.
Oh, so it was the most extreme challenge.
R.I.P. to Wipeout.
No, it was Wipeout followed by Maji Day.
Speaking of game shows, I started watching.
It was called I Survived the Japanese Game Show.
I started watching Holy Moly, and it's not very good.
Told you.
Yeah.
You hear that, Brian? That's your new show.
Yeah.
It has Aisha Curry's fine ass on there, though.
Here is another.
That's probably why it sucks.
We're going to give a big shout out to Keith and Kimmer for rating us. Thank you very much. And keep on rating us. Give us 5 stars on every platform that you can find us on. We are on 8 different platforms. But be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CatchMePod. You can also email us at catchmepod@gmail.com. And if you want to leave a voicemail message, you can do that at anchor.fm/catchmepod. Make sure you subscribe and rate on Apple Podcast or wherever you get your podcast. And until next time, catch us if you can.
Adios, amigos.
Later.